All right, hey there, everyone. You're tuning into the first episode of Profound Cast, the Destiel fandom podcast hosted by profoundbond.net. I'm Crypto, your host. This is our pilot episode. Basically, we're just going to be talking about the fandom life, some fandom news, ways that the Destiel fandom and the Supernatural fandom have impacted our lives, and some super exciting stuff. So, first of all, make sure you follow us over at ProfoundCast on Tumblr and Twitter. Those URLs, profoundcast.tumblr.com and at ProfoundCast on Twitter for updates. We'll be tossing a fully edited and polished version of the cast up on various podcast platforms, so keep an eye on our social media for news and all that. We should be up on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and iHeartRadio. Also make sure you subscribe to our RSS feed. You can find the link for those on Spreaker. And also we'll have that link up on our Tumblr and our Twitter for sure. All right, so we're going to start with some fandom news. So first of all, Gishwas. So this is the first year that they decided to change the name from Gishwas to Gish. Honestly, most of us have been calling it Gish for short for years, so it's not really that big of a deal. Went from the greatest international scavenger hunt the world has ever seen to just the greatest international scavenger hunt. Along with the new name also comes the introduction of the Gish app and smaller year-round challenges. Those have already been a ton of fun. There's been several. One of them had people gathering up in, their little chat room areas. They had the chat room on the app set up for each little city area. And so you'd use the app to go around and find, people around you, and then made, a collage about your city, and then, took a picture and posted it on social media. It was a ton of fun. And little stuff like that. And that's going to be going on year-round, not just during the hunt. Registration looks like it's closing around July 13th. Just like all things Gish was, it's kind of wait, what? When? You can check out gish.com for more info on registration. This year, the hunt will run from July 28th to August 4th. And the Profound Bond Discord server is assembling at least 2 server teams. There will be a competitive team and at least 1 casual team, depending on interest. We'll be accepting signups for our teams until registration closes. We're still looking for a captain for our competitive team, so you can check out the Gish channel on the Profound Bond Discord if you're interested in that. All right, moving on. So right now, in some convention news, PitCon is going on. So June 8th, yesterday, through the 10th in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the United States. And it's coinciding with Pittsburgh Pride, which means, of course, that Misha has been making a complete fool of himself, running around taking pictures with everybody. And you have to check out the, PitCon tag on Twitter, because it's just full of adorable Misha shenanigans. Misha's doing photo ops there today, as well as Loudon Swain, Rob Benedict, Richard Spate Jr. You can check out the full lineup and schedule over at the Creation Entertainment's official site. I think that's creationent.com. Definitely keep an eye on the PitCon tag, though. There's a lot of good shit up there. And then we've got ChiCon coming up July 13 through 15. That's Chicago, the Creation Events Con. They don't have their scheduler lineup yet, unfortunately. But again, keep an eye on Creation's website for that. And then, of course, San Diego Comic-Con on July 19th through the 22nd, which is pretty much the biggest United States convention that we have. So the schedules and lineups for SDCC are still being determined, so make sure you keep an eye on that official site for updates. We'll also give you any and all updates on those cons on July's episode of Profound Cast. In fandom fests and events, we have some really awesome stuff going on for June and July. There are fests that are currently posting. Flip Fest posting, which is a Profound Bond hosted fest. Posting is concluding within the next few days. Check out the collection on AO3. It's DCFF18. And the Flip Fest tag on the ProfoundNet blog. That's profoundnet.tumblr.com or profoundbond.net. The Supernatural Dystopia Bang posting started on June 1st. We have the Deancast Reverse Bang posting, which began June 4th. Deancast Mini Bang posting starts July 1st. And we have the round 2 of our Profound Robin going on right now. It began posting in April and is ongoing. We're currently on chapter 8 out of 11. But there's been some talk about continuing on. We're not sure. Everyone is having a really fun time with it. The title is Fallen Angel, and it's a film noir AU from the point of view of Castiel. It's set in the 1940s, and in the fic, Castiel is a former beat cop turned private dick. He ends up taking a case from Dean, whose kid brother has gone missing. It's really turned out to be a fantastic fic thus far. You can find it on AO3 in the Profound Robin collection. So there's been a few newly announced events. There's the Things That Go Bump in the Night bang, which is a general supernatural bang. And it kind of evolved out of the Demon Din bang, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, especially if you're into Case Fix, Monster of the Week, anything like that. Signups will begin June 15th. We also have the Wayward Project starting, which is a fan season, kind of like Redemption Road was, but with the Wayward Sisters. Amazing project. There's only 16 slots for writers, open June 8th. So far, it's only open to writers as far as I know. I'm unsure if they will open to artists in the future, but if they do, we'll keep you guys updated on that. We have another server run fest, which is Deancast Mixtape. It's a server run prompt fest. Mixtape is a new creation event run through Profound Bond, which was developed to showcase the music we know, love, and which inspires us in Supernatural. The fest is currently accepting prompts in the forms of the songs you know and love, so get prompting. And more information is available at the Tumblr Deancast-Mixtape. Prompting closes on July 1st, which is when claims will open too, so that is going to be super exciting. Let's see. We've also got the Profound Bond Exchange, which is a small server-run exchange. It's closed to signups right now, but will run again probably a few times a year. Super low-key, low-stress, kind of like a Secret Santa, but without the Santa part. And then we do have a new fest that will be announced soon. I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of a rundown real quick. It's called Mash Fest. If you're on the server, you've heard me screaming about this for months, because it's my personal baby. Signups will be opening June 15th. Claims for it will be August 1st. You can find some more details about that on the Profound Bond server. All right, we have some updates here. The Wayward Sisters bang. Author signups are now closed, but artist signups are open until July 7th. And as always, they could use more artists. Make sure you go sign up for that one. The Supernatural ABO Bingo. The dates did change slightly. Signups will be open until June 12th. There's 3 print projects going on right now. And print projects are a personal favorite of mine, so I'm really excited about these. We have Glory, the Castiel zine. It's a collaborative zine between artists and writers honoring Castiel's 10th anniversary. Lazarus Rising first aired September 18th, 2008, nearly a decade ago. All proceeds will be donated to a soon-to-be-determined charity. The list of contributors to the zine will be posted sometime over the next few days. Keep an eye on their Tumblr, castielzine.tumblr.com, and their Twitter, which is @castielzine, for updates. There's also Trumpeter, which is the Gabriel zine. The Trumpeter is an art book-style fanzine paying tribute to our favorite archangel, Gabriel. Profits from the zine will be going to benefit St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, which is a charity Richard Speight Jr. has publicly supported, so I think that's an excellent choice on their part. Because Speight's amazing. He's such a good guy. And it's just a fantastic way to show our appreciation for how amazing he was in the role of Gabriel. So that's really exciting. You can see their full schedule and info over at Gabriel Zine on Tumblr and Twitter. And applications for artists are open now and close June 30th. There's also the Deancast Anthology, which is a tarot-themed anthology. They're doing an Indiegogo campaign currently, which closes on June 24th, and all proceeds go to Archive of Our Own. They've raised about $3,700 so far, US dollars. So that's a really exciting project. Make sure you go and support them on Indiegogo if you can. All right, so that's pretty much all the news and updates that we have so far. So I'm going to bring in my co-host now. We have Dusty Mushi, aka Soba, and Icarus in Flight, aka Lee. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm Icarus, also known as Lee, and I am Australian. If you can't tell.
I'm Dusty Mushi, or Soba, which came from my name Soba Mushi, and I am not Australian. I'm from Canada.
I suppose I should probably introduce myself as well. I mean, I did say I'm Crypto, but I am Crypto, and I'm American.
So we've got, all over the globe.
We do, well, kind of. We only live, 4 hours apart, but whatever.
Yeah, give or take.
It's a source of great sadness to me how far apart everyone else isn't.
Well, I do say I was going to come visit you sometime, so there's that.
I would love that.
It'll be fantastic. We'll never sleep.
Like you sleep now. Oh wait, no, you do.
I do. I have a very strict schedule.
I'm just the one that never sleeps. All right, well, I wanted to talk a bit about how the server and the associated projects we have kind of came about. a little bit of history of how we ended up here doing our podcast.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
So, if you guys want to let me catch my breath for a second, why don't you tell everyone how you found the server and became friends?
I guess I'll go first because I'm the younger one in Profound Bond age. Even though I was here since fairly early on, I think we were like 30 people big.
I think you were like
I actually
really early.
Yeah, it was fairly early, and I think I joined the Deancast mini bang, and then I joined their Discord server, and we were just talking in the chit chat room because I can never stay on topic. Anybody who's spoken with me knows this, and so I think we were like, we should like try to find a Destiel server so we're not taking over like a bang chat. And Crypto, I think it was Crypto. What was it? K. It was either Deadly Angel K or Crypto, one of you two, I can't remember who, jumped in with by the way, have you heard of us? So a link was dropped and we all jumped into Profound Bond. There was quite a few of us. And the rest was history. I think we just kind of hopped in and took over. Yeah.
Was that from the mini bang server?
Yeah, it was the mini bang server. We were in the authors chat or either the chit chat cafe, and we were just like going all over because the DCBB bang Discord chat. Wow, English. They had just closed not too long ago, so people were kind of looking for a place to converge, I think. And then when we found the mini bang, we were like, oh my god, there's a place to talk again. So no, Profound came at a really good time. It was awesome.
And I remember I found Lee from the Eternal Steric server. I think Lee might have been the very first member, aside from me, when I created the server.
Aww. You were the OG.
I remember, like, I jumped on, I saw you post the link in Eternal Steric, and I was much more of a Steric fan, but I'd been hanging out with some people who were talking about, like, Supernatural. I was doing the weekend writing marathon, and they always talked about Supernatural and Dean Cass, and I was really, at that time, like, reigniting my love of Supernatural, and so I was kind of searching, and I got some recs from them, and so I was reading, like, stuff, and I was traveling at the time, so I was having, like, a lot of time to actually read. So I was reading a lot of stuff, and then just, like, conveniently, I remember Crypto dropping this mark being like, hey, if anyone wants to, like, join my Supernatural Destiel server, like, I'd be keen. And I was like, oh, I'm not that big of a fan, but I'd really love to join. I'm kind of, like, searching for something. And you were like, yeah, cool, come across. And I did, and then that escalated quite a lot, I think.
Quite a lot.
It was all downhill from there.
I remember you saying, I think you gave me my roles actually when I first joined, and I was like, oh, I'm an artist and I'm a writer, but I'm more of a writer. And you're like, oh, that one's going to be trouble.
I did. I was like, oh my gosh, can't she just take her roles and not be like asking me all these questions that I can't answer? What is this doing?
How dare.
How very dare.
Making you work.
And I would like to stand by my initial assessment that you are trouble. Like, stick with it.
I will wear that badge proud.
You wear
It's
that.
very true. All right, well, I did, I guess it would probably make sense if I actually explained why I started the server. And,
Yes.
like, so, I was a member of Eternal Steric, right? And it's kind of this fantastic server for the Teen Wolf and Steric fandom. And I was, like, asking around in their multi-fandom chat. I'm like, hey, is there any, like, Supernatural servers around? And they're like, oh, there's one for the Dean Cast Big Bang, but I think they're closing. And I was like, oh, that sucks. Someone should totally make one. And I was just met with, like, total radio silence. And so I popped into Minibang and I was like, hey, so, like, is there any, like, general Destiel servers? And people are like, dude, that would be awesome, but no. And radio silence once again. And I was like, you know what? Nobody knows who I am. I'm a total fandom no-name, but fuck it. And so, so I made one and just started, like, randomly inviting people. And then it just cannonballed from there. and now we are at 302 members as of yesterday.